Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the last video, we went over how to set up NodeCG and create our own bundle, but since then there's actually been two updates to NodeCG, one of which is a bug fix, one of which is a new feature. I can't remember which way around they came in, but they're both out now anyway. So it'd be quite useful to be able to upgrade to the latest version of NodeCG without having to completely redo everything again. So in this video we're going to go over that, and we're also going to go over how to install bundles that have been made by other people, nice, quick and easily. Right, so to upgrade your NodeCG instance, the first thing you're going to need is a NodeCG instance that's already installed. So my NodeCG instance for this one is my one here, NodeCG, and you can see I'm on version 1.6.1, but if you don't know what version you're on, if you type in git status, because everything's installed using git, you'll see it says head detached at v161. That doesn't sound so good, happy Halloween. But that's the version we're currently sat on. As we're on v161, we can actually take a look at the NodeCG releases, and currently the latest one is v171, which includes a little bug fix here. And there's also v170, which you can see has a bug fix as well as a new feature, which is allow graphics to drag and drop onto OBS, which is great. We'll go over that in a bit. That's a very useful little feature for setting up your instances. But first off, let's go over how to upgrade your NodeCG instance. So back in your terminal, what we need to run is a nice simple command actually. This is part of the NodeCG CLI that we installed in the tutorial. So if you NodeCG setup -u, so it's a dash and then a letter U, press enter, and this will upgrade to the latest release of NodeCG. And this will do it all for you, nothing else you need to do. A little bit of a wait for it to install the dependencies, and that's it. And now we have a fully upgraded version of NodeCG. Now, as with any software that's always under development, if you upgrade to this and it breaks something that you're using, then the best thing for you to do is to downgrade it again and go into the NodeCG Discord and ask what's going on. So to downgrade it, unfortunately, the NodeCG setup says it does downgrades, but unfortunately it's not working at the moment. We're currently looking into why. But when it eventually works, you should be able to do this, which is just upgrade down to v161 and then press yes, and that should have done it, but it doesn't at the moment. We'll let you know when that's worked. If you check in the Discord, you'll be able to find that out. But for now, what you need to do for this is if you type git tag, this will list all the versions that we have on here. So you can see that it goes all the way back to the very, very first versions. And obviously mine's here at v161, that's what I used to be on. So if I want to get to that one, I go git check out v1.6.1, press enter, and now I'm there. And the other bit you need to do is npm install -- production. Important to have the production there, otherwise it'll install all the development tools as well, which is stuff you don't need to run this in a day-to-day environment. And then you just run that and wait for it to finish. And with those two steps, you've actually back to the NodeCG instance, the version you had beforehand. Now I'm going to actually go back to the latest version, which is nice and simple, NodeCG setup -u. Nice and simple, will do this all for me and install the dependencies again. And you can swap back and forth as you need for development, or you can just have multiple folders with this setup in there. And that is exactly how to upgrade and downgrade NodeCG. It's nice and simple. There's three commands you need to worry about. Now let's go into actually installing a bundle from somewhere else. Now for this I'll use one of my own bundles, so let's go to that. So here is one of my bundles. In fact, it's the code base for the text overlay bundle from the last video. And this is all set up ready for you to be able to install directly into NodeCG without any hassle. So for that, all we need is this bit of text here where it says, in the URL it's got TBS tutorials / text overlay bundle. This little piece of text here is all you need to install the bundle. So to do that, you change directory cd into the bundles directory of your NodeCG instance, and you do NodeCG install TBS tutorials / text overlay bundle, and you run that, and now it will pull in that. And as you can see, it's installed it, and there's the one from last time, which is the tutorial one I just quickly moved. And if we change back into the main NodeCG folder, you do NodeCG start, and then it'll just start up as normal on localhost 1990. As you can see, here is the dashboard, and you can actually see we've got both of them, including the extra bonus parts that I put in. So now let's take a look at the new feature that came in with NodeCG, which is the ability to drag and drop the links from your graphics panel directly into OBS. This is a feature that OBS has supported for a short while. I think it's one of the more recent updates. So I will just open up an OBS instance, go into here, OBS standalone. So Here's a completely blank OBS instance. I've just got a white background set up in there, just so you can see what's going in. And here, I can pull in my text overlay bundle, literally just dragging the link from there into OBS, and click yes. And there we go. That's it. You can see that NodeCG has said it's already up. You can actually reload it from in this instance as well. And then we can quickly go through any of the other buttons and update the text to be anything you want. And there we go. That's really easy and really simple way to get your graphics into OBS without having to go through the whole creating a browser capture and setting up from there. So I hope that's been useful. That's a quick go through updating NodeCG as well as setting up your own bundle, installing your own bundles from links. You can also use any full Git URL for downloading it. If you're unsure what one of those would be, just use the link from GitHub and it'll be a lot easier. Most of the bundles that I've seen are hosted on GitHub, so it'll be nice and easy for you to get them out there. Apart from that, thank you very much for watching. If you could give this a like or subscribe to the channel, then you'll see more videos as we come out. We've got some coming up on how to use Parcel and Webpack with NodeCG. And if you want to chat with me, you can find a link to my Discord just below, or you can catch me live on Twitch, twitch.tv/tbsliver. Anytime during the week, just check on my channel to see when I'm live. Apart from that, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.